The Bamboo Project podcast starts in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Bamboo Project podcast. My name is DonivanGray, the future $10 billion man. On the way to 10 billion, I decided I'm going to help create 1,000 millionaires, including myself. And not by being a guru or selling a course, but by doing the things I already love to do every day and documenting my journey to get there. I figure I'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to. My name is DonivanGray, and this is how I will turn my life into a living. We made different playlists for all the things we are into, and you can find all of those links in the description box below. This may be your first time here, and if it is, welcome to the family. But for everyone else, this is chapter 4, page 18. If you want to see all the weekly vlogs, go check out the Ember Candle Co channel. That's MBURCANDLECO. Everything that we do, we vlog every single day and post it Mondays at 7 p.m. So go check that out. Today's date is July 20th, and it is 12:42 p.m. on a Friday. All right, so now before we get to the topics of the day, we always start off with screen time. That is when me and Melissa check our phone to see how much time we spent on it last week. All right, I feel like I'm, getting better. We're getting better. Well, I don't know about Melissa. I'm getting better. She's pretty much at 6 hours already. All right, so last week, every day, on average, I spent 6 hours and 49 minutes on my phone. Listen, I think the week before I was at 7 hours, but I think 3 weeks in a row I've been really close to like being in the 6 hour mark. So last week I was at 7 hours and 6 minutes, and the week before that I was at 6 hours and 52 minutes, and it does not go any further back than that. But listen, check me out. My most used app was Twitter. I used it for 7 hours and 26 minutes. My highest usage day was Tuesday. I used my phone for 9 hours and 19 minutes. My second most used app was Mail, and then Square. So Instagram not even in the top, and neither is YouTube. That's crazy. I picked up my phone on average 180 times a day, which is up 59% from the week before, which was at 113. And my first used app after pickup was Square, and it's probably up that high because we were at the fair every single day. Now, baby girl, what was your screen time like last week?
Last week, I was on my phone on average 6 hours and 17 minutes per day. Instagram was my most used app, almost at 12 hours. Then messages at 5 hours, Square at 4 hours, Gmail at 4 hours, camera at 3 hours, and TikTok for 2 hours and a half. I picked up my phone on average 207 times last week, per day. And my most pickups last week was on Tuesday. I picked up my phone 305 times.
So where were you at? Were we both at the fair?
I think I only missed maybe one day.
What day was that? Was it Wednesday?
Whatever day I was making the candles.
I feel like that was Wednesday. Damn, Tuesday. Why is it up so high? What happened on Tuesday? You were vlogging? I don't know.
I don't know. It said my first used app after pickup was Gmail, then Square, then Messages, and then Instagram.
I'm surprised your TikTok is so low. You feel like you're not on there as much? You let TikTok reels more?
I had to reduce my time on TikTok because I'm really into the anime edits and stuff. Mm-hmm. And the algorithm will kind of show me spoilers. Yeah. So I'm like, I can't even use this app because you're going to mess up my entire... And then I'll kind of get into it by accident again, where it's like, it'll be harmless. It'll be like, which straw hat are you? Or, take this quiz. I'm taking a quiz. Why the answer was a spoiler? Like, are you serious? Like, what type of devil fruit does Luffy have? I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with y'all?
Damn.
Like, tell me it's a spoiler on the question, not on the answer.
Damn, right. Damn.
So that's why I've been limiting my use on TikTok. It affects my anime. So
interesting. Okay, now for a subscriber check on the Candle channel, we are at 460 total subscribers. Okay, we've been doing pretty well over there. I put up a video last week, which as of stands today is our numero uno video from the last 10. So go check that out. It's called $25,000 for this New York City candle craft fair. And for the main channel, we out hearing this at, we are at 6,550 subscribers. And the last podcast doing pretty well. So shout out to everybody who was in the comments and watching last week's podcast. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's having a good whatever day this video comes out. So I want to start the podcast off with last week at Chelsea. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I am still in shock and in awe by how bad Chelsea can be. And it's hard to listen. I have a obsessiveness about myself that I know exists, right? I want to finish things. But I always wanted to be like, at least get to a place where I feel as though I've exhausted my options, right? I don't feel like I've done that at Chelsea. Now, that can be a positive or a negative, right? Depending on how you want to look at it. So what I mean by that is, this week at Chelsea, they had us set up in a corner. It's kind of a corner, but it's the entrance to the market. So there's two doors, one right next to us and one kind of across from us. And there's an aisle on the right, and on the left, we have another vendor. So this vendor is selling New York City art, where it's like pictures of the Empire State Building. It's like dogs who are running through Central Park. It's the High Line, things like that, right? Selling these prints for like $25 a pop. And people are eating them up. I'm talking about eating them up. He's probably doing 25, 30 something sales a day. When I see that, I'm like, I know that I could be making more money here. I know I could. And I have in my mind the things that I think will make us more money at the fair. However, my beautiful, phenomenal, amazing girlfriend hates Chelsea, right? So I have to take that into account. How much time do I want to put into this to learn how to make more money at this fair? So for last week, I haven't even really done the math yet, but I'll do it right now with y'all. I don't think Melissa knows how much we did at Chelsea. Okay, guys. So at Chelsea last week, we grossed $2,889, right? That's how much we grossed. And I know how y'all feel. You're like, Donovan, we don't care about the gross. Gross is not a real thing. What's the net? I'm like, I got y'all. And I've been working on my spreadsheet, thanks to y'all. I want to make it deeper and deeper and deeper. And I want to hit the back of it so that I know how much is really the net. Okay. So I have different levels of net because a lot of people, I keep telling y'all, there's not just one type of net. You got net sales, net profit. You got a lot of nets out there. So that is the gross. $2,889. So now I'm gonna give y'all the net sales. The net sales, the first one is just gonna be how much we made minus discounts and fees. That's what the net is. This is according to Square, right? It's called net sales for y'all. Like I said, the cost of goods was about $800. Now for the net amount that we did at Chelsea. So this net that I have is the net minus the cost of goods, minus rent, minus the loan that we had, minus the fees, right? So, you ready for this number? Remember, the gross amount was $2,800. The net sales amount was $2,700. And the net after cost of goods, the rent, the loan, and regular fees that Square charges, we lost $131.39. And that does not include food and transportation. So let's call it like $300, something like that, right? So you can see why Chelsea has not been the best to us last week. And Melissa and I have been talking about whether or not we would do it again. We do have another week coming up. Honestly, it starts on Monday. So we're going to see how that one goes. But this is not going to work. Losing $300 when we're supposed to be making thousands of dollars is a very big gap between the two. So like I said, we have that will be considered losing money at Chelsea. Does it have benefits? I would say the only benefit that I see right now from Chelsea is the fact that it boosts our revenue, and that's what Square looks at to give us the loan. And that's how we got the $8,500 last week from Square, because we were doing Chelsea and we've done Chelsea in the past. So that's the trade-off between the two. But it requires so much time to be there. It's 7 days a week from 11 to 7. We can't really do anything else. But we have kind of figured out a way to, I'll go, Melissa will stay home. Melissa will stay home, then I'll go. And then...
Barely. I wouldn't even count that.
What you mean?
Because it's like... It's not like... That's not a day off.
Technically.
It's not a day off.
It's sure. It is. Why is it not a day off?
Because a day off means you're not working.
We don't even have those. Whether we at Chelsea or not.
A day off means majority of the day you're not working.
Sure, that's happened.
No.
What you mean? Melissa, you literally went out with your friend.
I stayed home.
You literally went out with your friend. That counts as a day off. You had time to make.
A day off.
You hung out with your friend.
It's not a day off. That's not a day off. A day off is me in my bed.
So you don't consider hanging out with your friend a day off?
No, absolutely not.
What?
I'm still outside.
You are not working.
Walking around.
You're not working. All right, let's relax. You're not working. It's a difference. If you want to spend your time on your day off going out with your friend, then fine. You could have stayed home. You chose to go outside because the candles were done. You could have stayed home.
I guess.
So right.
I don't count it as a day off.
Sure, you don't have to, but in your reality, it's not. In your world, it's not a day off. In most people's worlds, it's a day off.
Oh, sure.
So that we get to kind of rotate that. But even with that being said, it's just like it was bad. I think we could have probably had a profitable week, at least according to this, and not our expenses to go to the fair, if we had inventory. We were running out of inventory like crazy. And honestly, I don't even know why. I guess why would we have inventory?
Because we did Brooklyn Pop-Up.
Right. We did Brooklyn Pop-Up on Sunday, and it was crazy. We sold a lot of candles. So we didn't have all the stuff for the week. And then when I had bought stuff early for that fair, for Chelsea, it still came in late. And we only did it for a week. So it's kind of like, it was so fast. From what we're used to in the past, doing Chelsea was 3 weeks straight. It was like our life. Like, okay, we work at Chelsea Market. Like, we wake up, always thinking about go to Chelsea, get to Chelsea, get to Chelsea. So doing it for 1 week felt like a breeze, but it went by so fast that we didn't even make any money. That's how fast it went by. So, funny enough, all right, we got an email this morning, right? And they asked us to do 2 weeks in a row at Chelsea. Now, I may or may not remember this, but this same thing happened in March. Because we were not planning to do that many weeks, but we were so excited. Like, okay, we can make so much money. Let's do this markets. Let's do it. Let's do the markets, right? Right. We were very excited to do the market. We were like, okay, listen, 3 weeks in a row, 21 days straight, triple bookings, back to back, double bookings. We got this. We might have did like 10 grand roughly during that time. And I don't even know exactly what the net number was for that, like minus cost of goods and stuff. But it looked good for Square. And we have a theory that they are not doing very well financially, and that comes from us experiencing the market, as well as talking to other vendors who go to the market. So there aren't the only people that would no one raves about Chelsea. Funny enough. The people that I know that have been there for a long time don't really rave about Chelsea. Maybe the people that do very well at Chelsea, I don't talk to them, so I don't even know. But when I overhear people talk about it, people who have been there, we call them permanents, they be like, yeah, man, it's so slow in here. It's super slow. And I'm just like, wow, y'all saying this slow. But I mean, listen, again, the souvenir guy, that's what I call them, the people that sell the New York type of stuff, they're doing just fine. If you put New York on your candle, if you put New York on your jewelry, if you put it on your shirt, people are going to buy that. They're like, oh my God, I got this New York shirt at this souvenir shop I went to, right? And I can't knock the hustle. If that's people are buying it, then sell it, right? However, as a market, if you guys are not tapping into the fact that people are coming here for souvenirs, then you're bringing other vendors here who don't fit the kind of people that come to the market. So they're not going to do well. And it's only going to reflect bad on the market because now other people are not going to want to come to the market. So you're going to have this very high churn rate of people who are coming to the market and not doing it again. Now, me, like I said, we are doing it next week. And depending on how it goes will determine whether or not I book another one in August. Right now, the plan is to not book it until October, just because it's been so slow and we have to figure out online. Like earlier in the year, we were getting a lot of sales on the website, and I don't know how we didn't ever put two and two together, but when we checked the months that we had the most sales, it was almost a direct correlation with which months we posted more on Instagram. Like almost like directly. The more sales we got, the more we posted on Instagram. And we never really picked up on it. So that's something that we're going to do more of. Melissa is thinking about doing TikTok for brand awareness, switching from Pinterest, right, to TikTok. And I think that's a good idea for brand awareness because at the end of the day, it's all about having a funnel. And we have to figure out how to get more people to the site. Just in general, to know about the brand, know about the product. I think the product is good. I think it's great. People love it. But enough people don't know about it. So I think that's what TikTok will be. So, Melissa will have fun making shorts for that. I'm focusing on Instagram and emails, and then we're going to have a guy do our, what's it called? He's going to do the Gmail, I don't know why did I say Gmail? That's crazy. He's going to do Google, like Google ads and stuff. And that's kind of how we see the next couple of weeks or months going, is really focusing on online. Now, we were talking this morning about what does it look like to be doing online well, right? So as it stands right now, we're probably doing maybe 4% of our sales per month are from online. Like our revenue come from online sales. So we have two kind of markers to let us know that we're doing well online. I'm thinking if we're doing 30% of our sales come from online, that's good. Or if it eclipses how much, I guess that'd be more 50%. If we're able to, no, that wouldn't be. I don't know. If we are able to make more online than we do in Williamsburg, where we're at permanently, because that'll be a game changer for us. Because at that point, we don't really have to go to the fair that often, and we can honestly just book it whenever we feel like booking it. And that allows us to keep way more money because we're not spending $1,400 a month, sometimes $1,700 a month. The first week of the month, honestly, they will ask for it 2 weeks before the new month. So it'll be August 1st. They'll ask for the money July 20th.
And if we start doing the month, we get $1,400 back.
Right, they're gonna give our deposit back.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're looking forward to. We have been considering not doing the permanent fair anymore and just kind of booking it as it goes, because there's so many empty booths and spaces that last year we were struggling to get a spot. Now we come to the market, everybody got spots. Like there's spots everywhere. So we're like, okay, how important is it now for us to have this membership? Because at the end of the day, that we could pay $375 a weekend or whatever the number is, $350 a weekend, right? But to pay $1,400 at one time is crazy. And then when it's 5 weeks and they want $1,700 at one time, that really be killing us. It's like, damn, okay, this money's allocated to paying debt and buying inventory. They're like, nope, we need, We need $1,700. Because if we were still doing the week to week, and we somehow accumulated $1,700 from doing fairs in the past, normally we would only have to spend $300 on the next week, and we would still get to keep $1,400, and then we can buy a fair the next time. Now it's like we have to spend all of that money at one time. And now I think about it, that's kind of crazy, because that probably is messing us up inventory wise a lot. Like having to pay that stuff so far ahead in advance. Because I'm like, if for us, we could probably buy a month of inventory for maybe $800, $1,000, give or take.
And I mean, it's kind of like we're still paying the same amount.
Right, but here's the thing: if I pay that up front, right? If I don't have inventory for the rest of the month, I'm gonna make less money.
Oh, I see. If I can put more money towards inventory and pay less at a time. Right.
I could buy the vessels and buy the fragrance oil, but it's like now I don't have it, so I'm losing definitely a couple $100 a weekend, not having different items.
Yeah, for sure.
And that if you do over the whole month, let's say we lose $300 a weekend from not having inventory, that's an additional $1,200 a month that we're not getting. So that's interesting. Yeah, and that's kind of crazy. Yeah, but because we got that loan, we definitely are in a better position. So I'm excited to talk to y'all about how we have been spending the money, because I comfortably can say as of July 20th, even a couple of days earlier, we have finally gotten over the hump. Woo, yay. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Because we were able to pay for all of the expenses that we have for the month, still have money left over while we have more fairs coming up. Because there have been times where we've had money, no fairs coming up. Where we didn't have money and fairs coming up. Where we had no money and no fairs coming up.
It definitely had all those.
Right. And it's crazy.
I remember that one. I remember that last one for sure.
Crazy. And then what's even worse, which I really hate, this is my pet peeve, right? I mean, probably Melissa's too. I think she hates this. She's kind of talked about it a little bit. We'll have a great Saturday. We'll do $1,000, right? Then Sunday come, we double book. We might do $900. So we're doing like $2,000 a weekend, right? We excited. We hype, right? Ready. Like, yes, we killed this weekend. We excited for the day. We like, yeah, we get into it, right? Then Monday come, and we have to pay $1,400 for some bill. We have to pay additional $1,000 towards debt. We have to pay money for groceries, and we have to pay for the Wi-Fi, something like that. So now we made $2,000 that weekend, but we have to find a way to spend $3,500. Right. And we're like, wow, as great as the weekend that we just had, we can't even utilize to even buy inventory like that. So now, right, that's another thing too. Now we have to scrape. Now we're scraping to try and get to inventory. And I'm really thinking about it. How much money we lose not having inventory? It's got to be it's hundreds of dollars. How many times somebody want to buy a big can and we don't have it?
A lot.
For $55. And we just be like, hey, I don't have that one.
Yeah.
And when it comes to even merchandising, we 100% talk about it on the podcast, on the vlogs, all the time. When the big candles are on the table, we can't even deal with how much traffic we have at the table. It is so many people that come to the table when we have the big candles on the table. I feel like the last 3 weeks, we have barely been able to have all 4 or all 8 big candles on the table. Either we're missing one or we sell out of it. We can't put it on the table till the next week. We never had it. We ran out of all 4. We only have one. We don't have this. We might, before we even, honestly, we just got the 7-ounce candle. So we've been using that as a makeshift, which I've learned is terrible. Not the best idea. I'll get into that in a second. And so we'll have 3 big candles and one 7-ounce candle, right? I'm thinking, okay, this is like, it still looks cool or whatever. But it's like, nah. People walk by, they see the big candles, they go, yeah, that's fire. Let me get that, right? So when I was doing Chelsea, we literally did not have enough big candles. We had no let me get to the links to you. 0. We had 0 of the first collection in the big full-size signature candle. You had 0. So on the table, I only had the 4 7-ounce candles, which is a medium-sized one, right? It's so crazy perception when people come to the table, because now that candle is the anchor. So you're comparing everything to that candle, whether or not something is expensive or cheap. And now even the brand is tied to that specific candle. So if you come to the table and you go, okay, your most expensive product is this candle for $32, it's like, oh, that's not very high, so I don't really value it this much. I have to then tell them we have other candles, but they can't really see them as much because they're like on top of the vases, if you've ever seen our setup. So it's kind of an afterthought to them because they came to the table looking at this small candle. So now it's like, all right, we're losing sales from that. And I'm just thinking we're losing hundreds of dollars a week not having inventory. That is crazy. But listen, like I said, we got the loan. That'll not happen again. It'll not happen. My goal over the last 2 weeks is to buy as much inventory as possible. And lucky for us, there was a sale this weekend. Oh man. So if I was to go back to the Pop-Tart days, right? Because like I keep trying to explain to y'all, right? There's a time and place for everything. Y'all think that I don't like buying deals. Y'all think that I don't want to buy things at a discount. Absolutely not. I think when it makes sense to buy things at a discount, I will do it. If there is something that I buy religiously all the time, I'm going to buy this thing every week, every month, whatever. If a discount comes, I will absolutely buy the thing. Especially if I have the money, right? However, I will not stretch to buy the thing if I don't have the money. I'm not going to do that, right? My idea is always to be conservative in that sense. So instead of spending $100 on something that's at a discount, I would rather spend $40 for one of them than $90 for two. Right? Does that make sense? No. So yeah, it would be, one thing would be $40. 3 of them would be $120, $115, $110. Let's call $110. Right? I'm not gonna spend that money on that because I still have to buy food. I still have to buy other things. But now that we have the money, you know how much fragrance oil I bought? I bought 5 pounds this time. The last time we got 5 pounds, shout out to my guy Tim, was earlier in the year. He had loaned us money, and I'm like, I want to just, was it Tim? Probably was Tim. It was either Tim. I think it was Tim. Either Tim or my sister. I don't think it was my sister. I feel like it was Tim. And we bought 5 pounds of fragrance oil at one time. That lasted us it lasted us 4 times at Chelsea. We did 4 weeks at Chelsea, and we were able to use all that fragrance oil between that and the tins. So now that we have the money, I'm buying extra vessels, I'm buying extra fragrance oil, I'm buying extra wicks, because I know that we can now compound this going forward when we have different fairs. We have different fairs, we have online sales, giveaways, whatever we're doing. Now we will have the stuff in place. So what that means is the money that we have for other things, the money that we keep, from selling candles, we don't have to put it towards inventory anymore. We don't have to, it's already paid for. So now I can either pay off more debt or, right? We could work on scaling and making more money. So, bruh, and let me add this to this, because I know, shout out to Dulce. They're not very fond of the EBT idea. And listen, a new thing I've been on, right, Everybody has their own world that they live in, their own perspective. And who am I to say that is wrong? I will say it sometimes because, sometimes this is my nature. But I do understand that everyone is living their own world. So in their world is right. Here's an example of that. So earlier at Chelsea, right? Someone was smelling the candles. It was a married couple. And the husband was telling us that when you get your eyes tested, right, they check to see if you're colorblind. I'm going to call it a circle. I don't know what the term is. If you guys are in optometry, you'll know what the word is. But your eyeball has 2 circles, right? If you have 2 circles, you're colorblind. If you have 3 circles, then you're average, you're regular, you can see all the colors that need to be seen. If you have 4 circles, you can see colors that most people can't even see. You are what's that called? The shrimp?
I forgot what the shrimp is called. I forgot.
It's a crazy shrimp that has mad eyeballs or whatever. It can see mad different things, right? So most people have 3 of the thing or 2 of the thing, whatever the number is, y'all figure it out. But this particular person has more than the average. So she can see colors that people don't normally see. So I bring that up because in her world, from her eyeballs, how she goes through life, if someone says to her, hey, what color is this? And she goes, oh, that's a bluish red. And someone goes, what are you talking about? This is 100% red. She's like, no, there's blue hues in the red, right? Like it's going through it. People are like, you're crazy. That's not really here. She's like, I'm literally looking at it. I can see multiple colors on that piece of paper, right? So in her world, that's literally how she sees everything. So when it comes to EBT, there are people who feel that it's not a win to be on EBT or to have EBT or to utilize it, whatever, right? I bring it up now because that is more money that we do not have to spend on food, on groceries. Right now, I got approved. Melissa was approved. It's like close to $600 a month, and it rolls over. So for any reason we don't spend it all, we have more the following month. And I'm not relegated to spending it at the kill the poor people grocery stores. Okay, I can go to a grocery store and get healthy items. I can go to Whole Foods. I can go to Trader Joe's. I can go to a lot of different places to get food that actually won't kill me, right? And we're not spending $200 a week on groceries no more, or whatever we spend. Honestly, to be honest with you, it probably came up around $200 just because we would buy the groceries. And then we would have to buy water. And then we would also we stopped doing this, but we would take an Uber from the grocery store to the house, right? All that money is now being saved. So to me, I'm looking at our lineup coming down the pipe. The $8,500 allowed us to buy enough inventory to not have to worry about that. The EBT allowed us to have enough money to buy food and not have to worry about that. We still have fares coming up and money coming in. Now that we have enough money, and after we have already paid off, either debt or bills or whatever, now you can start seeing the growth from us, right? So Melissa went shopping to get some clothes for herself. I was on the fence about getting a haircut, because here's the thing. If I had to choose between the haircut and my twist from before, I would do my twist from before. I prefer to have hair. I just like the look for me. And that's what I would do. So there's that, right? Now I can buy toothbrushes. I can comfortably buy a toothbrush and not go, damn, do I really need this? I'm like, I don't really need this toothbrush like that. I can use the same one, maybe spray some alcohol, put in some what they call that, carbon dioxide, right? And I thought you could say
hydrogen peroxide.
what I said.
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Clean it off. So I could put it in there and clean it off. So all those different things, I'm like, I don't really feel like buying the toothbrush. And here's the thing. It's not about the toothbrush. Because I know there are some people who are like, oh my God, it's only $5 for a toothbrush. It's not about the toothbrush. It's the fact that there are several things, tens of things that are a toothbrush. It's like, okay.
Deodorant.
Right.
Toothpaste.
Right.
Toilet paper.
Right.
Paper towels.
Right.
Like,
keep,
imagine having to think about buying it.
All the time.
New bras, new underwear.
Bruh.
Socks.
Sheets.
Pillowcases. I can list so many things that you have to think about before buying it. Like, shit, do I really need this? A lip product, just.
Bruh, I feel like lip not even, that's before, I feel like lips come after the basic needs. I feel like basic needs like soap, toothbrush,
Right, yeah.
like that's that. And then like, okay, I want to wash my face now. Like, cause people go, you don't have to wash your face. You can just put water in it like this. If you want to buy like a special lip thing, you could do that. But that comes, I feel like,
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
But that's still like, that's after basic needs. So
Yeah.
They think food for our
Right, exactly. Litter, food, water. Right. These are the things that we have to go, is it worth buying? So now you may say, oh, it's only $5 for a toothbrush. Like, yeah. But now how much is a toothbrush? How much is toothpaste? How much is washcloth? How much is deodorant? Deodorant is expensive as fuck, honestly.
Yeah, especially if you try to get one with no aluminum.
Right. You got toilet tissue, toilet paper, underwear. Bruh, I don't even know how often you should buy new underwear. Because I don't even, to me, until it have holes in it and don't fit, I'm wearing the same. I'm wearing out there. If I can put them in the washing machine, I'm gonna wear them. And honestly, but if it had holes, I throw it out. I don't even know. Probably. I think holes I might.
Depends on where the holes are.
Right, exactly. Depends where the hole is at. And think about that. That's the kind of combo you gotta have. Like, where the hole at? Is it somewhere that people might see it? No? Alright, I'll keep these. I have socks with holes in them, but you know why? Because you can't see the holes because they're at the top, and I wear long pants.
Socks, shoes.
Right, all of that. So now that we have those things, we're like, I bet.
And then the other thing is too, like, with us buying stuff, is that our appearance in the business is a whole other thing.
Right. And I've talked about this before on the podcast, is we are now getting to a point where the brand is becoming more official. We can't let the brand outpace us. Not that we can't. We shouldn't let the brand outpace us.
It's not even that. It's more so, in my opinion, it's kind of like, it's not outpacing us. It's more like we are bringing the brand down.
Right. It's outpacing us.
Is that the same?
It's growing and we not.
Right, but that sounds, I feel like that's different. I feel like outpacing is kind of like, it's like a separate thing. Like, that's like kind of like, okay, the line is here and it's over there. That's not necessarily a problem. The problem is more like, it's affecting, like, we would be dragging the brand down.
Yes.
Instead of it outpacing us. That's
okay. So then, I agree. Give me one. I think the cause and effect of the brand outpacing us is us bringing the brand down. What I mean by that is, when we first were doing the craft fair, like I said, some of y'all been here for a minute. Honestly, when y'all here, there's probably some people who've been here from when we first started selling candles. There's got to be some people I know there's some of y'all who have been here from like when we first said, we should probably sell candles, which is crazy that we're here. Like, from there to here. That's been almost 2 years.
It's like, yeah, Musa said she won.
Right. I got to find that podcast for y'all. It says probably 2 years ago. Check August of 2021 to maybe like October 2021. The clothes that we were wearing then didn't really matter as much because the business seemed very little. It was like, oh, you guys are cute. You guys are at your fair with your little table, and you have some candles. Oh, these are so nice. Oh, you have a little game. And honestly, we didn't have the game when we first started. Like, oh, you guys are like fun and stuff. Oh, you know what? I like it. I'm gonna buy a candle from y'all, right? That's kind of how the vibe was, right? And now, and even funny enough, at that time, just how we speak about the brand and what we know has changed, and how we talk. So we could get away with a lot more back then. Now the brand is so like large. When you come to the table, people think we have a store, right? People go, oh, this is your only location, you have other stores? No one was asking us that when we had a table and a curtain. That wasn't like what they was asking. When we started getting like the garland with the lights, then they started kind of being like, oh, this is like, where else do y'all sell at? What else, can I go to another place? Now they look at us like, oh, you must have another store. So like, where else can I go to buy these candles at? Like, it's almost a surprise when we say we don't have a store.
Yeah.
Right? So we already have that. The next thing is, you look at us, we're wearing anime t-shirts, we're wearing high school sweatpants, high school shirts, we're wearing Crocs and pants. I mean, I know I had some pants with holes in them that I come to the fair with. So,
me too.
Right. So we come to the fair, and we still, because we're able to sell and the candles are amazing, it's like, oh, people are going to buy them. But we also have a higher expectation for what we want to do in terms of sales. So back then, that first week we made $400. We were like, this is the thing. Like, we made $400 in a day? Nah, Melissa, why are we not doing this? Let's do this more often. And I think that was when my mom and Jermaine had did it. And we were in shock, like, it's not even their brand, and they made 400. And like, we could probably do like 600. Wouldn't that be crazy? We do like 6?
That was too, because doing Turo, we would have to like rent the car out for like 2 weeks to make $1,000.
Bruh, facts. That was very true.
$1,000 in a weekend selling candles is insane.
Right.
With no having to wash, didn't have to wash anything. There's no waking up in the middle of the night to run to New Jersey. Like, it's so different.
That is crazy. And I think perspective is a big thing, because we didn't know how much work we were putting in and how much we were getting back until we did the candles. We're like, wow, we could be making way more doing way less. And we're going to look in the future back now and go, damn, we could have been doing it. Probably be either online, or it'll be online that does it for us, or it'll probably be having our own craft fair, or selling products that are outside of just candles. One of those three things we'll look at and in retrospect and be like, wow, this thing is selling way easier than it was before. Like, this, we're putting in way less work. So, I think, hindsight is obviously 2020. But I did want to go down a little gauntlet of what we bought so far with the $8,500. I'm not sure how much we have left now. We probably have close to 2, maybe probably a little bit under 2 that we have. But again, this is what we have to tell y'all. This is the crazy part. We bought everything we need. Everything we need, we bought. We still have a fair this weekend. And we're double booked on Sunday. And Chelsea is on Monday to Sunday. Then we're double booked again that Saturday. Then we're triple booked on Sunday. And all that money we get to keep. We don't have to spend it on nothing. We don't have to buy groceries. We don't have to buy inventory. Nothing. We do not have to spend the money on anything. And this is what has been the goal. We should have been here like 2 months ago, honestly. But we're here now. So this has always been the goal. Now the next step is, once we start having a little snowball effect of money, we start paying off higher amounts of debt. Because at the end of the day, it's weird because I never really look at debt as an expense per se. Like, let me not say that. I never look at saving money as income. So if I'm not spending as much, I don't see that as, oh, I made $500. But if I pay off a certain debt person, that means that we're now making $500 a month extra by paying that person off. So now we're getting to that territory. And once we figure out the online thing, we're having money while we're in the house. It's going to go crazy. But I digress. So far, we've bought all the inventory. Okay. A bunch of vessels, a bunch of fragrance oil, I bought something for my face to wash my face, because at this time being, I do not wash my face really. I just kind of put water on it and scrub with my hands and spray alcohol on a piece of paper and wipe my face. That's how I clean my face. I bought something to scrub it. I bought something from Fenty. Shout out to Fenty, because I was trying to find a black brand that does facial stuff, but I couldn't think of any off the top of my head. And honestly, all I know is Fenty. So I bought something from there. We have a gun. It's not really a gun. It's not a gun. YouTube. It's not. Right. We have a air compressor that shoots air that is shaped like an L. So we have that, and that's for the candles to blow the dust off, and for the laptops. We have that. We bought a mat for the litter box, because if you have cats, then you know that one of their favorite pastimes is to use the bathroom with their dirty feet and then walk on your pillow. That's their favorite pastime. Like, oh, word, I just used the bathroom. Let me just put all of the litter on the bed. So we have something for that. What else did we get? We bought some new perfume bottle vessels, which kind of comes with inventory. Let me check the list, because I do have a fake little list on here. Oh, I forgot about something really good I like that we got. It's this big sign. It's like this big, right? Probably bigger than that. And it is an LED frame. So we're going to put a picture of something that we take inside of it and have that. So we're going to buy more than one. We only bought one right now. But the reason we got it is because it substitutes for the garland, because it's more portable. And I think that it's very different. I've only ever really seen it one time from a person at a fair, and I talked to her and she gave me the info to buy it. So I think that it's amazing. The way what I saw, oh my God, the vision I see, it's in my mind, it's gonna be insane. So we working on that. I got to just buy the actual picture to put inside of the frame. I might show y'all that maybe next week. I'll show it to y'all. What else did we buy? Let me check. We went to Wayfair. We was on Amazon. We was just buying stuff from everywhere. Oh, we bought a generator. I forgot about the generator. The generator, as y'all may know if you heard of it before, the generator is for us when we're doing fairs outside, to be able to charge the phone and to be able to charge the LED light, because we're gonna need that. We bought a accordion folder to keep all of the paper related items, such as dust covers, labels for the big candles, the small candles, the medium sized candles, business cards. Everything that we need will be in this huge accordion folder. We got that. And something I really wanted to get was which I did get, it's another stand for the phone, because I feel as though we record a lot of content, so I want to make it better. And I a lot of times when I'm outside, I just want to put the phone on something and it won't stay up. So I feel like now that I have this, I could put it on the window, either in the house or outside, to be able to record me either setting up the table, breaking the table down, going somewhere. And I think that in the house, we don't have to really move it around as much. I feel like we have two tripods that are amazing, but the hassle of putting it up, setting it up is a lot. So that is something that I wanted to get because it's more portable. So we bought that. We bought risers for the table, so that's great. Ooh, we bought an NFC chip. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Ooh, honestly, we have two tripods we just bought, but the NFC chip is another thing. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like a little sticker, right? And people can tap their phone on the sticker to get our Instagram instead of having to scan a QR code. And I think that people will like that so much better, because they'll go, wow, you guys really are thoughtful about how you interact with the clients. By the way, my new favorite word, we don't have customers, we have clients. But they can tap their phone on it and get our Instagram. We were considering putting it on the business cards too. Not really sure if we're going to do it or not yet, but it is a consideration. So yeah, we'll see that going forward. What else? Ooh, I have another idea. Ooh, okay. I think when we ship out a package, we should put that on there. Oh, that's going to be fire. Okay, you ready for this? You ready? So I want people to post their candles more on Instagram, right? I want to see how people look with the pictures, and I want to be able to use it for emails and website stuff. if we put the NFC chip on the package that we send out and have like a little card that says show off your candle and you tap your phone here, I feel like that is a quicker way for someone to upload their picture of their candle. What do you feel about that?
Say it one more time.
So we'll put the NFC sticker in one of the packages that when you send them out. So when they get it, they will tap their phone on the NFC chip to take them to Instagram to take a picture of their candle.
When they're in their home?
Yeah, when they get the package.
Oh, okay.
It won't be on the candle. It'll just be, like somewhere, some type of envelope or something. I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
So I like that. Melissa got some jewelry. She got some clothes. I'm gonna be up next to get some clothes and some jewelry. I'm gonna just do the cubic zirconia earrings, you guys. I'm just gonna do that. I feel like the investment is great for me because I can use them all the time and they look nice and they go with my look. So honestly, I don't even know if they go with my look now.
And the jewelry I got is like hypoallergenic Amazon jewelry.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I haven't really had earrings with hair. So maybe I think I did for fake when we went to first buy the house, but that's crazy to even say we bought a house. But yes, so I'm gonna get the earrings, and then we have obviously a bunch of other stuff from different people.
Hello everyone. Nice to see you. The Bamboo Project channel is my favorite channel. What are you laughing at?
Oh, so funny.
Oh, okay. Hello. Yeah, so what have I been up to? Yeah, I went shopping. We have like a budget for us to spend to get new things so that we can work on our appearance. Because like I said, that's super important. Like, it's so loud. Super, super important, especially in Williamsburg, especially like selling candles and kind of having those conversations with people and selling a luxury product. Like, it's kind of, bruh, I was trying to get to the train yesterday. This is fake unrelated. I was trying to get to the train yesterday, and I'll tell you after. Yeah, so, our appearance at this point in the game will affect the candles, will affect the sales, will affect will this person come up to the table or not. So that means like putting more effort into our hair, putting more effort into my face. So I bought a whole new skincare routine from The Ordinary. Shout out to them because their products are literally just the active ingredient and whatever moisturizing or carrying agent that they use, and it's super affordable. So I got like 5 different products for like $50, so that's like $10 a product, you feel me? And I've been using the routine. This is like it's like my 3rd or 4th day doing it, morning and night, and I feel like my skin is super moisturized. I did their regimen this is not sponsored, we don't have no sponsorships on this channel. I did their regimen, build a regimen thing on their website, and that's how I chose the products. So I'm targeting uneven skin tone, texture on my face, and dryness. I have very dry skin. That's squalane cleanser, y'all. Don't walk, run. Because one thing that I hate is like when you wash your face, you have to wet your face first, and then you have to get whatever product, and then you like use the product, then you rinse your face off, so you like wet your face twice. Not with this. Because it's a moisturizing cleanser, it actually doesn't even have soap in it, because soap is very drying. So it's like it has some type of ester or something like that. I don't know the science. Either way, love it. I used a dry product on my hand, put it on my face, and then rinse it off. So it's just one rinse. I love it. And then just do the rest of my routine, which is super, super easy. So I love it. There's that. And I feel like I already seen like little changes in my face. I'm super excited, but I'll leave it at that. Went shopping. Wow. H&M. Wow. Like, I wasn't expected, like, I've shopped at H&M before, and I, didn't really like what they were giving. Obviously, I was younger. I think the last time I shopped at H&M was probably like 4 to 5 years ago, because I have no money since then. But yeah, going shopping at H&M, wow, like, the pieces were really affordable. I think I got like 10 pieces for $113. That's averaging like less than $15 a piece, you feel me? And they're very good, like, quality feeling clothes. I really love that. I love the fact that if you bring back clothes that you're not wearing or whatever, they'll give you 15% off. So H&M might be my staple place in my big age, because I'm about to be 26 in a couple months. So I really, really like that. I went to a boutique in Soho to get some hoochie mama clothes, because you want to switch it up. Can't be like professional every day. But it was a good experience. A little stressful. I think I'm overloaded with clothes right now, but it was a good experience. So we got an email. Your girl is going to be going to Beyonce's Black Parade route luncheon. So pretty much Beyonce's foundation, philanthropic small business situation, has 10 different cities that they're going to in order to have this luncheon where they'll be giving out grants and different opportunities and things that can help out small businesses. I applied to one of the grants earlier in the year, and they're only selecting 100 small businesses to attend the luncheon. So we were selected to attend. So, that's pretty cool. So that's going to be later on this month. Honestly, it's going to be in a week. I just looked at the date. I'm like, yep, it's in a week. So that's going to be really, really cool. Maybe, I might get to meet Beyonce. Oh, what? I'm going to have the candles. Listen, I wish, if we end up getting a new camera, we should have it by then. So I could take all the pictures with everyone with the Ember candle coat. I'm going to have what? Listen, I'm going to have mad samples. I'm going to have mad candles. Listen. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Trying to think what else is going on. Just have, Donovan went and got waxed this week, so I have a ton of candles to make. And I'm finally going to be doing the photography for the medium-sized candle right after this podcast, and 2 additional perfumes. So hopefully by the end of this week, or hopefully, if not by the end of this week, it'll be early August. Well, that'll be on the website, ready to sell, ready to purchase. So I'm super, super excited. The way that I envision the rest of this year going is that, for me, the deadline to have online up and running and like a machine is October, because that's when our membership ends for Artists and Fleas. And I want to be independent of them by then. That's kind of how I see it in my head. And then hopefully, if I figure that out, or if we figure that out by October, then, November, December will be like, we don't have to be too dependent on markets in order to make sales. And honestly, November and December was real shaky for us last year. If you guys remember, where we are at right now is a really, really, really good place. We finally paid back Kiva. We were like 2 months delinquent on that. Like, it's just been so rough at times. And then having to spend money on other things. So it's just like, I am so excited, so ready to like keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. And we started this business technically last year. This is technically our first full year in business. So we've done so many different things so far at this point, where I'm super proud of where we're at.
So a couple more things to talk about before we wrap this up for y'all. We have the update on the credit repair. So my credit score has gone up. It has. Nothing significant, but it has gone up. It's gone up like 5 points. But I think it's going to go up more next month because I think the changes that they made will be seen on the next thing. So they've already had some negative remarks removed from the email I received from them. My Equifax score on June 18th, when we first started, it was a 534. It is currently a 538. My Experian score was a 518. It is currently a 527.
Ooh.
And my TransUnion score is a 545. It's a 544.
Oh, TransUnion. That's the one we need.
Right. So.
That's honestly, it's kind of crazy.
What?
It'll be crazy if your score gets to over 600 around October.
I think it'll be before then. Because I'm curious to know, because I don't think that they're going to get my score up just by removing stuff. So I'm like, what's the next step that they could, like, can we expedite that process? But I guess my score has to be clean to add things to it.
What you mean?
Like, you can have positive things on there too. So like they can, like, the self card is a positive thing. Like a small loan of $1,000 is a good thing. So I feel like those would be good. So let's see. I have 6 positive on my TransUnion right now. Oh, it says right here. So they got 3 deleted from TransUnion, 3 deleted from Experian, and 2 deleted from Equifax.
That's crazy.
There's currently 8 in dispute with TransUnion, 11 in Experian, 8 in Equifax. So they say they have 42% progress. So we have a detailed view. What's that? So CBNA, I don't know what that is, but it's deleted. I don't know what card that would be, but that's deleted. I'm waiting to see what's the ones I want to see removed. These right here: JP Morgan Chase, Golden State. I'm bugging. Goldman Sachs, Discover Bank, Bank of America. Oh wow. Amex is positive. Maybe that's on Kathy's, because I'm like, the one I have is not positive. Yeah, they have it. Yeah, the one I have is not positive. The one that she has is probably positive. I have Experian business credit card. Interesting. So listen, I'm gonna keep you updated, guys. 600. We've been telling y'all that Honeycomb Credit been flirting with us. This is off or dead or something. So they've been flirting real hard, and we get to that 600. We raised the money on Kiva already, and it was like $6,000. If we could raise, that sounds crazy. If we can raise 50 grand or 100 grand, I don't even know what I would do if they gave us 100 grand.
One thing that I've learned so far using these platforms and interacting with them, if your business is profitable, they will give you more money.
And you know us, we are profitable, even though we had a bad week at Chelsea, which is trash. But overall, we do make money. We just have to spend it all on debt. Whoo, man. Oh, man, that's crazy. Yeah, let them. Oh, if they drop that 100K bag on us, listen. Everybody that loaned us money, y'all right here. Don't forget, we got y'all. Well, the ones that really cared about us, we got y'all. The other ones that be acting funny, y'all gonna have to wait. But everybody else, we listen. Y'all, we rock with y'all. We gonna make sure everybody is made whole and then some. But we gonna make sure that we get to the bag. We make sure we get that. We gotta secure the bag first from Honeycomb Credit, and then we're gonna go to the next step. And the last thing I want to touch on today is that we have hired someone to do the pictures. They haven't come in yet. I'm still excited to see that, because we also talked to someone yesterday, and they are a marketing company out of the UK, and they reached out to us to do some digital marketing for us. So it's something that I would highly consider, because I'm very, very much into outsourcing. That's not something that I feel like I really want to do that much. I don't mind doing it. It's be fine. But in terms of how much time and energy I can put out in different places, that's not the thing that I can really do. They have some decent prices from my perspective. $1,500 for the bronze package, where they will post on social media 3 times a week. If you want them to post 7 times a week, I think it's like $2,000 a month for them to do that. They also manage the account, whether it's social, like responding to comments, responding to DMs, things like that. They also will post shorts, and not shorts, reels. No, stories, bro. Something that's short form content. They'll post that. But so we're, like I said, August, and they have an email package too. So we trying to figure it out. We got to sit down one of these days and go and look over the landscape and say, how are we doing? What should be our next move? Because like I said, we finally have money. We have money, and nothing came up right now that we have to spend it on. So, keep our fingers crossed. Oh, I think I told you that they tried to hit us up this morning to come do it again, and we're like, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't really know. Like I said, we're gonna see how the last week go, but I'm really like, I'm not really feeling it. Especially, like I said, they don't really do much for us. Like, I feel like, other than giving us a spot and then reducing the space that they give you,
right?
They're not really doing anything like, hey, let me help you get more sales. Let me help you be a better business. None of that stuff. So,
yeah, on all the things that we're supposed to get from the membership, I don't even know how much of it we're actually getting.
Right, and the stuff that they have quote unquote given us, I can't say really helped us much. They post in a story sometimes, and honestly, I feel like they really only post in a story
when it benefits them.
Sure, I was gonna say more so like when we're new. Like I feel like we got more posts from Chelsea than we did from Williamsburg, and we have a membership there.
Yeah.
So that's always a strange thing to see. I think they posted us twice in a story in 1 week, and we barely get posted in a month on the other page, on the other location. We will be back here next week. You can find all the behind the scenes content on our social medias. Mine is DonivanGray, DonivanGray, and my phenomenal, beautiful, amazing girlfriend Anita Byrne, AnitaBurn. You know what it is. Hashtag Bamboo Project 2023, the road to 500K. And with that being said, Bamboo Project out.